Well, what does your day look like? Yeah, what does your day look like? How much work are you doing on a daily basis?
Well, my day, I was just talking to one of my associates about this today because my day is really sort of compartmentalized. I spend some time on business development because I do run a business. So I'm thinking about who can benefit from our services and how I might reach them. And then I also spend time on strategy. I have, several hours of the day are spent on client campaigns and brand awareness and figuring out how to build somebody and so that they can become whatever it is that they're looking to be, whether it's to sell a ton of books or whether it's to become better known in an industry. So that's probably about 30% of my day, and then I would say about 30% is business development, and then I do administrative stuff that's boring because of the business, boring stuff that you run.
Boring stuff, but very necessary for keeping the lights on and keeping everything going, right?
That's right.
And I wanted to ask you, I noticed on your site that you've got different services available for both book marketing services and then social media services. So what are the differences between those two?
Well, in the book marketing world, the services, I'm talking about sort of PR and marketing in a more what I call terrestrial sense. Submitting people for book festivals, submitting books for awards, media relations, press copy and messaging, putting together contact lists for people to approach, event ideas, putting events together for people, contacting bookstores, all of that kind of stuff goes into sort of your traditional PR and marketing for authors. From the social media and the other services that are related to some more digital stuff, that's where I spend a lot of time helping people connect with audiences directly, because that's really where you can get your direct-to-consumer experiences and also where you can build your platform. So that involves a lot of writing, helping people with their websites, creating newsletters, curating their contact lists, sending out the newsletters, promoting the blogs on social media, finding the right social platforms for people to work with, really organizing people so that they're submitting a clear message so that they're actually working towards a specific goal that they have. That's what I found is that in general, with social media in particular, people tend to throw everything out there and to see what sticks. And in the way that it is today with over 3 billion people on social media, it's almost impossible to do it that way. I mean, it can take a lot of time to do it that way. It can drive you crazy doing it that way, but it's not efficient and it's not effective.
So I can pay you to do my newsletter for me? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Will you also do my Twitter? Will you do the whole thing? And how much involvement should an author expect to have then?
We can do what we do is first we sort of go through the person. We call it a brand, individual brand identification. We go through a person. We send you a questionnaire. You fill it out and let us know various things like your history, where, like I said, where you're from, kind of the things that would go into finding out what your audience is and who your audience is. You tell us about some of your books and what your goals are and what your social platforms are. You give us all of the information about what you have, what's your Twitter handle, you're this handle, you're that handle. So then we go and we do some research based on that, and we look at your profile and platform online and see how much we can find and what really speaks to us. And a lot of times there are people who have nothing, and then there are people who have a lot, and some people who have some, but it's not consistent. So then we come up with a plan for you, a strategy, a content strategy that can include as many pieces as you do not want to do yourself, or it can be a part inclusive of the pieces that you create. So blog, website, and a newsletter are the 3 top forms of content that all of the recent information is saying is what people need to mount an effective campaign. So those 3 pieces are the content sort of foundations, and then we will work with you on the correct platforms for you and post regularly. We'll send you a calendar where all the editorial thing is all planned out and explained. Usually we try to organize things by themes or goals, or promotions. So if you have something coming, we would want to set something up in advance that leads to that thing so that everybody is so that you're promoting something always that you're doing. So it's always leading toward more excitement around what it is that you personally are doing, whether it's writing a new book or some other venture or speaking somewhere or whatnot. And then we also engage with these audiences, and we find influencers for you to follow who will follow you, but engaging also on a regular basis so that we're responding to people if you can't. So some people do some of this. Most people don't do all of it because it's just a lot of work.
Fair enough. Is it possible I can pay you to host my podcast for me?
That I don't do.
Fair
But that's
enough.
because you love doing it. Come on.
I do love doing it.
Yeah.